Fighter jets are arguably one of the most prominent and important parts of any air force. They're fast, agile, and powerful. Modern fighters can perform far more roles than their predecessors and have truly become universal aircraft. Many countries with smaller air forces use older and cheaper models. Leading world powers like the United States strive to stay on the edge of innovation and stay ahead of their potential adversaries. Procuring state-of-the-art equipment is crucial to keeping that edge, which isn't that hard for the states, especially with Lockheed Martin and Boeing right in their backyard. The more advanced the fighter jet is, the more effective it is. The latest technology, sometimes before it's released to the civilian population, are used in manufacturing. Powerful engines, complex weapon systems, and highly sophisticated radars allow U.S. jets to take on a multi-role. Some of the aircraft employ thrust vectoring engine nozzles for extra maneuverability. Others make use of stealth designs to reduce radar and heat signatures. The latest jets feature complex computers and communication links to process and share data quickly. So, how many fighter jets does the U.S. really have? There's no denying that the U.S. builds, replaces, and designs new aircraft faster and with more regularity than most nations. The exact number of fighter jets employed by the U.S. is hard to come by, but an approximate 13,264 aircraft are used throughout the branches. Out of this staggering number, we're only looking at fighter jets this go-around, specifically the top 5 fighter jets that are crafted specifically for air-to-air combat. The F-15. The F-15E Strike Eagle is a dual-role fighter designed not only for air-to-air combat, but for air-to-ground as well. The variety of avionics and electronic systems inside the Strike Eagle gives the fighter the ability to fight at low altitudes during the night and in all weather. Previous models were designed solely for air-to-air combat, but the E model is a dual-role fighter. It can target over long ranges, destroy enemy ground positions, and fly out with no problem. The fighter requires 2 crew members to operate, a pilot and a weapon system officer. The navigation system consists of a laser gyro and a GPS to continuously monitor its position and provide information to the central and other computer systems, including the digital map in both cockpits. Low-altitude navigation and targeting infrared for night, or lantern for short, is a system that allows the fighter to fly at low altitudes at night and in any weather conditions. Reminds you of a certain Night Witch crew, doesn't it? Except Lantern aids the pilot and weapons officer in attacking ground targets with precision-guided weapons. The system consists of 2 pods attached to the exterior, giving the F-15E unequaled accuracy in weapons delivery. The APG-70 radar system allows air crews to identify ground targets from long ranges, target, and engage ground and air adversaries. One handy feature of this system is after sweeping a targeted area, the crew can freeze the air-to-ground map and switch back into an air-to-air mode to check for air threats. That's not even all. This bad boy during the air-to-surface weapon delivery allows the pilot to detect, target, or engage air-to-air targets while the weapons officer designates the ground targets. Despite the design being from the 1970s, the F-15's design continues to be used throughout the military. It continues to have a high thrust-to-weight ratio and low wing loading, and it carries the legacy of being the first successful U.S. fighter capable of vertical acceleration. The F-16. The F-16 Fighting Falcon is an incredibly compact, multi-role fighter. It has high maneuverability, low production cost, and high-performance weapon systems. In a combat role, the F-16's maneuverability and combat radius exceed that of all potential air threats. It can locate targets in all weather conditions, much like the F-15, and detect low-flying aircraft in radar ground clutter. In an air-to-surface role, the F-16 can fly over 500 miles, destroy targets with superior accuracy, defend itself against enemy aircraft, and still have enough fuel left to return home. The F-16 has been in service since 1979 and, like its companion, is one of the longest-serving designs still used today. One of the few things that sets the F-16 apart from the F-15 is that it's also adept at carrying out electronic attacks, a capability more valuable in our ever-changing, electricity-dependent world. When designing the F-16, advanced aerospace science and proven reliable systems from the F-15 and F-111 were selected. These were combined to simplify the fighter without taking away from its power. The aircraft was reduced in size, purchasing price, maintenance cost, and overall weight. The light weight of the fuselage is achieved without reducing the fighter's strength. Even with a full tank, the F-16 withstands up to 9 Gs, something that exceeds the capability of many other current fighters. The cockpit is outfitted with a bubble canopy, giving the pilot unobstructed forward and upward vision, improving the field of vision over the side and rear. The seat back angle was also expanded, going from 13 degrees to 30, increasing the pilot's comfort and gravity force tolerance. The F-16 is equipped with loads of helpful features. The avionics systems include a highly accurate enhanced global positioning and internal navigation system, the EGI, which provides steering information to the cockpit. The fighter has UHF and VHF radios, an instrument landing system, and a warning system. There are modular countermeasure pods that can be used against airborne or surface electronic threats. Even yet, the fuselage has space for more avionics systems. The F/A-18. The F/A-18E and F Super Hornet are multi-mission tactical fighters designed to be high performance with twin engines and mid-wing. The fighters were designed to replace the F/A-18C and D and the F-14 Tomcat as they reached the end of their service lives. The F/A-18E is a single seat, whereas 18F is a two-seat aircraft. Both fighters entered the fleet service in 1999 to meet the then-current Navy fighter escort and interdiction mission requirements. Since 2001, the fighter has incorporated several enhancing technologies. The Block II iteration quickly earned a reputation as the Navy's backbone of the carrier wing and as a workhorse within the fleet. The F/A-18E and F Super Hornet fighters were rolled out at McDonnell Douglas, now a part of Boeing, in 1995. The Hornet was substantially larger than its predecessor, roughly 7,000 pounds larger, but the Super Hornet had lower maintenance demands. The fighter's airframe is quite robust, but it was built with an open mission systems architecture. The fighter's airframe is quite robust, but it was built with an open mission systems architecture. The u.s.a. enabled ease of integration for new weapons and computer systems for later down the road. Through the incremental block upgrades, the fighter has proved time and time again that it's extremely adaptable and capable of keeping up pace with adversaries. Today's dynamic combat environment requires America's fighters to continually strive to deliver increased lethality and mission flexibility. The Super Hornet was designed for traditional strike applications like interdiction and close air support without compromising the intended fighter's abilities. Very early on in its life cycle during Operation Desert Storm, the fighter demonstrated its versatility by taking down enemy fighters and bombing ground targets within the same mission. Hornets have been known to take direct hits from surface-to-air missiles, recovering from the impact and being repaired quickly for flight the next day. This fact alone cemented the survivability of the fighter. The F-22 Raptor is the ultimate combination of stealth, supercruise, integrated avionics, and maneuverability. The fighter represents an exponential leap in lethal warfighting capabilities in both air-to-air and air-to-ground combat. The F-22 Raptor is a critical company of the Global Strike Task Force. It's designed to take on air dominance rapidly and at large distances. Thus far, the F-22 cannot be matched by any known or projected fighter in the works. It is the most powerful stealth fighter in the known universe. The Raptor boasts unprecedented attack capabilities, integrated avionics, and battle space awareness. It's equipped with stealth technologies that not only protect itself, but other assets as well. In the air-to-ground configuration, the fighter can internally carry two 1,000-pound GBU-32 Joint Direct Attack munitions and will use onboard avionics for navigation and weapons delivery. Future enhancements will be made to the system and will also include an upgraded radar and up to 8 smaller diameter bombs. The fighter will also carry 2 AIM-120s and 2 AIM-9s. The F-22 is outfitted with 2 engines that produce more thrust than any other current fighter in service. The combo of sleek aerodynamic design and increased thrust has given the Raptor the ability to cruise at supersonic airspeeds without using an afterburner. This is something otherwise known as Super Cruise. Super Cruise expands the fighter's operating envelope in both speed and range. The aero design is extremely sophisticated. The Raptor uses advanced flight controls, thrust vectoring, and high thrust-to-weight ratios to provide the capability to outmaneuver all current and project aircraft. The design has been extensively tested and refined during the initial development process. The F35 Lightning II is a 5th-gen fighter set to replace the F-16 Fighting Falcons and the A-10 Thunderbolt IIs. These have been the primary fighter aircraft for over 2 decades, but instead are being replaced with an enhanced fighter capable of surviving the most advanced threats. The F-35A is a swift, agile, versatile, and high-performance multi-role fighter that combines stealth, sensor fusion, and extreme situational awareness and the ability to take on 9Gs in all weather. The F-35A's advanced sensor package was designed to gather, fuse, and distribute more information than any other fighter in history. The fighter is an indispensable tool for future homeland defense, joint and coalition irregular warfare, and major combat operations. It's outfitted with high processing power, open architecture, sensors, information fusion, and flexible communication links. Lightning II is designed to achieve unprecedented levels of reliability and maintainability because, at the end of the day, logistic support accounts for 2/3 of a fighter's lifecycle cost. These features were achieved by using highly responsive support and training systems linked with the latest developments in information technology. Automatic Logistics Information System, ALIS, integrates current performance, operational parameters, current configurations, upgrades, maintenance, component history, predictive diagnostics, health management, and so many more services to support the lethality of Lightning II. F-35s include electronic sensors that use an electro-optical distributed aperture system, or DOS. The DOS system provides pilots with situational awareness with the bubble sphere for enhanced day and night vision. The fighter is also equipped with the Electrical Optical Targeting System, or EOTS. EOTS is internally mounted and provides extended range detection and precision targeting for ground targets, plus long-range detection for air-to-air threats. The engines inside the F-35 produce 43,000 pounds of thrust and consist of a 3-stage fan, a 6-stage compressor, an annular combustor, a single-stage high-pressure turbine, and a 2-stage low-pressure turbine. The F-35 Lightning II was designed with stealth, precision, and a host of other next-gen tech to become the world's most advanced multi-role fighter. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Also, let us know down in the comments what you want to see next. Until next time.